Daniel, who's on a roll at the moment, who's very confident.
Another hard fight for him, by the way.
I was just going to say, he's not got another. When was the last time he had an easy job?
Precisely.
Parker Dubois. I fancy Parker. He's not an underdog in this fight. Everyone makes out as though he's a massive underdog.
I just think that Daniel Dubois is going to be a step too far for him. I don't think it's a formality, but I do think that Daniel will win, and I do think that he'll stop him.
Boxing experts have different opinions about the upcoming fight between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. Peter Fury thinks that the fight between Dubois and Parker will be a back-and-forth battle that could go either way, with Dubois ending it quickly or Parker taking control.
Fury recognizes both the strength and toughness of fighters, making this a dangerous and uncertain game.
Paul obviously made a lot of names in the division, Mike Tyson, whatever else, but a certain Carl Froch is coming out saying, listen, I'll fight you, I'll give my money to charity. Is that something you'd like to see, Peter?
You know what? I wish Jake Paul all the very best. He looks a very, very nice kid, but I'm here for boxing. I'm in for nothing else, so I'm into real boxing.
Actually, before I let you go, 2 predictions I need from yourself next week in Riyadh, big card. Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker.
Yeah, I can swing anyway. I'm not sitting on the fence. Obviously, it's a bigger puncher, Dubois. He's got to be on his A game. He's got to miss. Make him slip and make him pay. I'm sure they know what they're doing. And I think if he can catch Dubois as well, he'll hurt him. So I think that is a genuine seesaw backwards and forwards. It could either go very quick in Dubois' favour, or it could be a different match. He could start getting his jab home, landing shots, picking shots now and again, and wearing Dubois down for a point win even, or even a late stoppage maybe.
Anthony Joshua looked determined, as he said he was hungry for success and had a focused mind. He wants to get back to the top of the heavyweight class.
It's clear that Joshua is ready for any task, as shown by his drive and dedication. He still has a lot to accomplish.
Yeah, I'm still hungry for more success and more victories, more belts. So I still feel like the underdog, and in my mind, I'm going out there to, still same mentality and still the same old dog and make it a dog fight out there.
Joseph Parker fires back at Daniel Dubois, confidently saying, I'm a better boxer than him. Parker talks about his experience, skill, and preparation, making it clear that he's more than ready for the task. He wants to show that he's better in the ring and disprove Dubois' prediction of an early knockout.
Is high in confidence, and he should be with the performances he put on. But I've been working very, very hard, quietly in New Zealand. I went to Ireland and trained, and now I'm here in Saudi Arabia. And I've been waiting for this opportunity, I've been waiting for this chance, and been waiting for a big fight. So this is my time now to go out there and show everyone what I've been doing while I've been waiting for a fight. And it's my chance to be 2-time world champion. So I'm taking with both hands. I'm very excited for this opportunity, and I know Daniel Dubois is going to come ready, but I am as well.
A lot of the build-up programming on all platforms is out there now, and one of the big statements that you made is you suggested, quite openly, that if the going gets tough...
I do believe I'm a better boxer, but he has shown grit, he's shown toughness, he's shown, he does the basics very well. But I do believe that my boxing IQ and toughness as well, and I got a good chin that shouldn't be tested, or hopefully not tested with Dubois, landing good shots, but it'll be tested come February 22, because with Zhang and Wilder, they were good fights, but Dubois throws way more punches, he comes forward, a lot more pressure, and he throws punches and bunches, so we're prepared for that version of what he's going to bring.
Simon Jordan praised Joseph Parker for his professionalism inside and outside the ring, stressing his respectful and level-headed approach. He noted that Parker doesn't engage in excessive trash talk, but can stand his ground when needed. Despite in Parker's skills, Jordan said he thought Daniel Dubois would be too strong for him. He also said that the fight wouldn't be easy, but he thought Dubois would win, probably by knockout. Jordan's analysis reflects his opinion that Dubois' power and ability will eventually prove decisive in this matchup.
I thought he spoke very well, Simon.
He always does.
He always does. He's always very fair. He's never trying to point score in a discussion. He's always like straight on the level, which I like about Joseph.
No, he is. I mean, he's a top-class operator in all aspects, both in the ring and outside of the ring. And so you find yourself in a situation when you listen to Joseph Parker that there's not a lot of trash talking that goes on. He can have a go. And, he did the other day in the face-off when he had a little bit back and forward with Daniel Dubois with Adi Oladipo on his own. But most of the time you get sensible conversation about him. He's very respectful. He's also a very good fighter. I just think that Daniel Dubois is going to be a step too far for him. I don't think it's a formality, but I do think that Daniel will win, and I do think that he'll stop him.
I think it's very fair to say that they've both come into their own in recent times.
Indeed.
I think that Joseph Parker, you have to go back to, 2016, when he won that world heavyweight title, against Andy Ruiz. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride for him, but he's in form at the moment.
Andy Lee's a big difference, isn't he?
Deontay Wilder, Andy Lee has made a huge difference, not just physically, but mentally as well with him. And I think he now believes in himself. And that's what we're seeing in his interviews now, where he comes out, speaks very well. He used to be quite shy and reserved.
I thought he was pretty outspoken when he fought Anthony Joshua in 2018. He told everybody what he was going to bring to the fight, and he was very on the front foot. Obviously, the fact that he couldn't deliver it and the referee didn't help.
Carl Farch analysed the upcoming clash between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker, acknowledging Parker's credentials as a winner. While he leaned towards Dubois as his pick to win, he didn't discount Parker's strength and experience. Farch admitted that if Dubois were to lose, it would be called an upset. But he also noted that upsets happen in boxing, and Parker has the skill set to pull it off. Jai Opa weighed in on the fight, emphasizing that both Dubois and Parker are world-class fighters. He dismissed critics who underestimated Parker, stating that those who thought Parker wasn't a top-level competitor simply didn't understand boxing. Opa reinforced the idea that Parker has earned his place in the division and should not be forgotten.
What do you think that Parker can do to take advantage, perhaps maybe of Dubois' overconfidence coming into this fight? What do you think that he could do to mentally prepare so he could take that win?
Well, I don't think he's overconfident, man. All this press conference, all this shit, bro, this is his talk. This is for you guys. They're fighters. They're world champions. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. Don't let these words fool you. They win world titles for a reason, and Parker's been there too. I feel like this fight we're going to be the best. We're going to see the best version of both of them. So it's exciting.
A boxing professional shared his perspective, stating that he favors Joseph Parker in this fight because stylistically Parker matches up well with Dubois. He highlighted Parker's experience against elite-level competition, saying that he has already fought and beaten top-tier fighters like Deontay Wilder. His past victories show he has the tools to trouble Dubois.
Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker. This is the tale of two careers. Both were written off. Dubois gets stopped by Usyk. Joseph Parker gets stopped by Joe Joyce. They're both on win streaks, resurrecting their career. Daniel Dubois recently just knocked out Anthony Joshua. Joseph Parker has reinvented himself, beating veterans like Deontay Wilder and Big Bang Zhang. Don't be surprised if this is a real fight and Joseph Parker gives Daniel Dubois a lot of problems, because stylistically, Joseph Parker matches up great for Daniel Dubois, in my opinion.
Dave Coldwell expressed his belief that Parker has several traits that could present problems for Dubois. He stated, "I fancy Parker," adding that Parker's diverse skill set could create difficulties for Dubois. Coldwell made it clear that if Parker were to win, it wouldn't be a shocking result to him, as he sees Parker as a strong competitor in the bout.
Parker Dubois. I fancy Parker is not an underdog in this fight. Everyone makes out as though he's a massive underdog. I'm not saying Dubois can't beat him or isn't going to beat him, but I'm saying what I can see so many ways how so many assets that Parker has that can cause Dubois a lot of problems. And if Parker wins, I'm not going to be shocked.
Eddie Hearn weighed in on the fight, saying that Joseph Parker rightfully gets this opportunity on February 22nd. Hearn recognized Parker's hard work and experience, recognizing that Parker has earned his place in this high-stakes matchup. Hearn's endorsement adds credibility to Parker's position as a legitimate contender.
Would you like to see Eddie?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would like to see him win a world title. But it's a very tough division. There's a lot of action out in Japan as well. Hopefully, after the crowd tonight and the show, we can bring a world championship to Birmingham.
Brilliant. As you can see, we're getting into the card. I'm going to ask you two quick ones. Gavin Green, robbed on the scorecards, do you think?
I don't think robbed. I thought he won 6-4. And I said to Cat, I always back my fighters, but I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a very close fight that Gavin Gwynn deserved to edge. When I got in the ring, I thought maybe he can squeeze a draw. But he didn't. And I thought to not get one scorecard or not get a split or not get even a draw on a scorecard, he'll probably feel hard done by. We must do the rematch. but also acknowledge that Cameron Vaughn took a big step up early in his career and he should be respected for that.
Callum Smith-Botsy next.
I hope so. You know, good to get the rounds here tonight. I think that's one of the top fights in British boxing. Fingers crossed.
Brilliant. Very last one, Eddie. Oh, sorry. Very last one. Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois, February the 22nd.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, look.
Has AJ stepped aside for that? Or
no, I mean, he's not got to step aside. He's just not ready for February 22nd. So Daniel will have another fight. If that's Joseph, I think he more than deserves it.
Brilliant. Take care, Eddie.
Richie Woodhall gave a balanced assessment of the fight, calling it a tough matchup to predict. He praised Parker's significant improvements in recent years, especially highlighting his speed defensive skills and overall boxing ability. At the same time, Woodhall acknowledged Dubois' greatness and eventually picked Dubois as the likely winner despite recognizing Parker's strengths.